Hey everybody, welcome back to this very special edition of Guy in the 419. I am standing in a great store in downtown. Actually, this is uptown.
This is
This is uptown Toledo. And I'm standing with the owner of HandMade Toledo, Jessica.
Yes.
Very nice to meet you. Thank you
Nice
for
to
allowing
meet
me to
you.
come into your store and to film this place.
Oh, yes. Thanks for coming.
Tell me a little bit about your store. Tell me about the history of it.
Well, it's called HandMade Toledo, and we opened in 2014, and we are kind of a creative multi-purpose space. So we have a handmade retail shop featuring probably around 150 or so local and regional artists. Everything's handmade or made by like independent designers. We also have a classroom workshop area where we have lots of like art and craft kind of classes, like soap making and candle making and weaving and like crochet. We also have studio spaces in the building, and I have my sewing studio, and we also have event space.
When do these classes, there's classes for arts and crafts, how often do you have those?
Probably like weekly, every other week.
Okay.
We have one tomorrow night. Danny Herrera, who's a local artist, is teaching a mixed media class. On Friday, we have a concert. We have a crocheting workshop next week, so lots of different stuff happening.
And this, and people can find out all this information online, correct?
Yes, on our website and our Facebook page.
Okay.
We have event listings for everything that's happening here.
Okay. Well, what was it that inspired you to start this business?
Well, I'm a maker, so I started with, I had a sewing business before. Well, I still have the sewing business, but it started with the sewing business. And really, it started with selling my work. So I used to, and I still do, like travel around the Midwest doing shows. And I noticed that like a lot of makers from Toledo were also traveling to do shows. And there wasn't really a place and a show for us that was kind of like in between an art fair and a craft fair. So it's more of like an alternative kind of art fair where more functional and utilitarian art and make a little eclectic. Or so we kind of planned a show called Maker's Mart back in 2012, and the show, we did that for a couple years and it gained momentum, and then we decided to kind of rent this 10,000 square foot building and fill it with things that could be here all the time, but we could also have the show inside the building.
And you mentioned Maker's Mart, which is coming up again. Did I see May 13th?
May 13th, the day before Mother's Day.
The day before. So what better gift to get your mother than from something from this store?
Or bring your mom.
Even better. Bring your mom and then buy something for her here.
Absolutely.
Anything else that you would want people to know about this store or about any of the local artists?
Well, that we are always getting new artists in, different work. So if you came here last week, chances are we have new stuff in that you didn't see before last time.
Okay.
We have lots of different events and workshops always changing, and we're always open to, like, if you are an artist that has a particular skill that you would like to teach, we're always looking for more instructors for workshops. We're always looking for more artists to have their work in the maker shop. We're always looking for more artists to do our event like Maker's Mart.
Great. So if you're a local artist, if you want to put out some of your stuff, come down here, see Jessica. Come down here even if you're not an artist and you just want to take a look around the shop and buy something great. A lot of great stuff in here. Jessica, thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for
I
having
really
me.
appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.